starting as well that will show up on our YouTube channel just a little bit later. We're happy to see all you guys here. Mustangs already down by 1 in this game. Unfortunately, not able to see the first point here, but we are in control tower, and things have already gotten started here as we load into the game. We'll wait for all the assets to load in. They should be in there in a sec. The point has not been unlocked yet as the Mustangs get things started here. The point will unlock. Retro and Finley both get kills. Sundown will fall in the process. We're on Retro right now, so he'll move things up. The Mustangs will take control of the point off the bat here. Mustangs with a strong Ramatra comp as they get things started in map 2 of game 1 here. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're fully synchronized with the game servers right now. I apologize for that. Retro, the only thing standing between his team. He's got 5 on him. He will fall. In the background, we go over to Sundown playing May. Excellent job so far with the season with the Mustangs, but he will fall as well. This team moving is 1. Recon, the closest one to point. He'll be taken down, and the Mustangs will lose control of the point. A great lineup out of the Mustangs here tonight. Retro on tank, Finley and Sundown on DPS, and Recon and Raiden on the support. Mustangs gonna take the long way around. We're on with Ryan right now. Going in on that May. May sets up the wall. Nice job there. Already got 1 Mustang critical. Retro will move forward. Ryan gets shot with an errant shot there. He'll be forced to move back. His ultimate comes out from the Sigma. 2 kills there. Finley does fall on that Symmetra. You've seen so far Finley in that tank role. We now see Retro in that tank role as the Mustangs fall here. Recon, the only one left. He'll fall as well. A team kill on the part of Texas A&M. As Texas A&M will also have the ult advantage here. Mustangs again gonna take the long way around. They'll make the way over to point. They'll flank the entire team. Able to keep out a couple of the Texas A&M players, but they will be moved around. Ultimate's coming out all over the place. Retro able to make the most of it. He'll get 1. He's looking for more. He'll get 2. Looking for another. He'll able to get a 3rd as the Mustangs take the point. A team kill for the Mustangs as they now move up past 35%, 73% for the Buffs. Able to dodge that rock. We'll move over to our other, so we'll move over to Finley in that support role on the Symmetra. Retro able to get a kill on the enemy May. Gonna pain in the Mustangs butt all night, so I know that's gonna be a good one. Again, the Mustangs able to go in on this. Ultimate able to get a 4K, completely shifts the odds here as Sundown forced to defend the point all by himself. Mustangs up at 65%. He'll hold it for as long as humanly possible there. A team kill now going Texas's way. Mustangs looked like they were holding up fairly strong there until the ultimate comes out from the enemy Reaper. Mustangs now making their way back to point. Ultimate comes out from the enemy, from our own May on Sundown. Sundown able to capitalize on 1 move there. Very close on that Moira. Retro moves his way around. We're into overtime now. Mustangs need to keep the point in order to keep game 1 alive. Looks like they're going to be able to do it. The only one on point right now is the enemy May. She will fall. The Mustangs will now grab point at 66%. Retro will get hit with that long distance boulder. We'll move over to Recon. We haven't gotten a lot of time with. Recon on the Lucio, a good pick right now. Only 1 ultimate ready here. He's going to use it. Recon will use his ultimate to save his teammates. Be able to get away with it there. The Mustangs fight for some territory. No one will fall with the ultimate there. Recon gets a nice cheeky kill right there. They look to move towards point. Mustangs up towards 94, 95% as the enemy Lucio going to try to make his way around. He will be able to get to point in time, force that overtime out as the rest of Texas A&M able to get to point. Mustangs take them down 1 by 1, but they do prove to be annoying. Mustangs, Sundown, and Finley both get kills here. Finley also able to get another of the The overtime clock has started here. Will anyone be able to get back to point? We see that Lucio along the side. It won't be enough. The Mustangs tie things up here in game 1. Beautiful gameplay. I assume we saw something like that in the first map. We are forcing a map 3 here out of the Mustangs. What an excellent job here tonight.
I can't imagine you're here to do research. Why are you fighting?
I'm here to make a difference in the world. Just like you, right?
Hi there.
Mustangs going to move back in here using a pharmacy with this new... For those of you that don't know, Season 9 just came out. Projectiles are a lot bigger, giving characters like Pharah a huge buff, along with other passive buffs that the Pharah and Mercy have received here, making this pharmacy pick a very good one from the Mustangs. Finley moving his way around the point as we will tab back into the game and move things on to Retro. Retro still on that Ramatra, making it work really nicely for him tonight. Still move in on that Moira. Moira already looking low. Able to grab some really great moves there. Sundown able to get a kill as they move in. Retro able to get a kill. Sundown taken down in that May fight. Retro looking for some revenge. Able to get it. Retro with a double kill. Sundown will be revived there by Recon as the Mustangs able to bring it back up. Mustangs immediately getting into things. High pressure on this garden map. They're going to take the long way around. A good strategy out of them. The pharmacy getting ready on that far side here. We'll move you guys over to Finley. Finley does have his ultimate already ready. Charging very quickly. That soldier looks to have his number, though. He'll see where he is. Finley able to use the new tech ability. He'll use his justice, and he'll be able to get one kill out of it. He's looking for a second, not able to grab it there. But another rework for Pharah, able to be used in this league immediately there. Is Sundown looking for a couple of kills. The Mustangs will be taken out there. Recon not able to get out. Sundown will make his way out of there, but Sundown does have his ultimate. It's 3 ultimates to 2 ultimates, giving Mustangs the ult advantage. As here we go, Mustangs looking for another assault now as Sundown does get hit with that boulder. We got 3 ultimates. Sundown, Ryan, and Retro all have theirs. Couple of good ultimates there. Finley able to take out that soldier on the close side as he looks for bigger hits. Ultimate comes out from 2. Both support ultimates are out for Texas A&M. Finley not able to get out of there. Finley will fall to his death, something rare that you'll see. Mustangs able to move their way on the point. Retro on point. Recon on point. Ultimate comes out from Retro. He'll be looking for some good damage here. He won't be able to get it. Recon and him will fall. Ryan does have his ultimate. Actually, Ryan isn't the right name here at all, I don't think. But I'll get it right. Mustangs again gonna take it to the right-hand side here. So move back over to Finley. I believe Finley and Recon will be taking things over to that left-hand side. Get some flank damage on DPSs and supports in the background. Ultimate comes out from 2. Finley looking close to his ultimate as well. Not able to use his dash to get out of there. He will fall. On point currently with Retro. Retro moves his way around. 84% currently for the Texas A&M team. They need to win this team fight. They're getting dangerously close to that 100%. Finley does have his ultimate ready. We'll see what he'll be able to do. Won't be able to get any there. 97%. Will anyone be able to get to point on time? They will not. Texas will grab game 1 from the Mustangs. And I don't really think it came down to anything there. It just unfortunate that the Mustangs is not able to get onto point for that 3rd map there. play of the game here by Retro. A couple of double kills. We were able to see this live. We'll see it again here. That is going to do it for game one. Good evening. I am your host, Corrupted. Welcome to what is honestly a very chaotic stream. I apologize. Things should have started a lot earlier, and that is on my end of things. The game needed to update, which I thought it had already done, and then it decided to take 20 minutes. So that's always a fun time, but, you know, we moved past that. The Mustangs, a tough loss there in game one against Texas A&M, the Buffs, West Texas A&M. I think that there's a big difference between A&M and West Texas A&M, so I'll be sure to make that distinction here tonight. The Mustangs playing well so far. A great game on map 2 and on map 3. Played very hard through it. Just couldn't really get a stable comp on to point there. Finley playing that newly reworked Farah with that new ability in the bottom. It's a little bit of a dash ability. Again, the game updated earlier today at around 2 p.m. I haven't been able to play it today as I've been around and doing some other important work. So, unfortunately, not able to see how that rework affects gameplay as much on my end, but obviously on Finley's end, he was confident enough in order to bring out the Farah. Along with that, all projectiles have gotten a huge buff. For those that don't know, when you shoot a projectile, it has itself a hitbox on where it can hit on a person, and those have all been made slightly bigger to ridiculously bigger. So obviously out today, no team is really sure of where the meta's at, just because it's been hours since the game has launched this Season 9 update. So we're just getting things ready to go here. Looks like we're going to head over to Kings Row, a favorite for our Montco Mustangs. And, you know, we're going to get settled in here. Hopefully everyone's had a great night here tonight and ready to watch some more Overwatch. Here we go. Kings Row, this is what's referred to as a hybrid pushcart map. So I'll show you guys what that map looks like in just a second here. Pardon me. And here we go, the Mustangs in Kings Row. You won't see it right now, but there will be a little box that appears here in front of this garage door. That is a point that the attacking team needs to capture. Once and if they are able to capture that point, they'll be given access to the pushcart and push that just as far as they can. Goes all the way around the side here and over to here. This is the second checkpoint, and then it goes deeper into the facility for a third checkpoint. Texas A&M on the defensive end first, Mustangs on the offensive end. So the Mustangs are going to be one that need to grab this point and pull it forward. Once we see how far the Mustangs are able to get in capturing the point and pushing the cart forward, we will then get a chance to see Texas. If there is time left on either clock when overtime, if we're able to bring it to an overtime, I will explain overtime rules then. Until then, the Mustangs look to create waves here on a map that they enjoy oh so much. They're ready for this matchup. Mustangs again going out with the Ramatra comp. Finley on a fan favorite character of his, the Genji. As we've got Retro on Ramatra, Finley on Genji, Sundown still on that Mei, Recon on Lucio, and Radion on that Ana pick. Retro getting taken down to half health almost immediately as they look to get in on that back line. That Sigma comp has been good to them so far here tonight. Some great moves there as Retro already looking a little low. He tries to get out of there. Will he be able to? He will not. Recon, Ryan, and Retro will all fall. Finley moving around the long way, looking for a flank here. One still waiting to get back. Finley moves in on the Ashe almost immediately as he looks to keep at least one member of this team away. Finley will be able to get the Ashe that's sitting in spawn, but Finley will be taking out the rest of the team on point here currently, pumping Retro with everything that he can as Retro takes that forward position for the rest of that roster. Retro looking at around half health. They'll immediately move into his Nemesis form as he looks to take the point. But with both supports down, there's not much more he's going to be able to do here, but he'll make the most of it. Finley will be there in order to grab that. They're able to trap that enemy Sigma out there. Finley will fall. So will Sundown. So little health, but will get taken out there. The Mustangs look to regroup here and take this back. 2 minutes and 26 seconds on the clock. You gain additional time for every checkpoint you're able to get yourselves to. I believe it's an extra 2.5 minutes for this first checkpoint. Mustangs, again, going in with the same strategy. It's done really well for them before. They just need to be able to bring in that last piece. Finley moves his way forward. Sigma ult does come out. Ultimates coming out all around. Retro will fall. Finley able to get one. He's got his blade ready, but without Nano, it's not going to mean all that much. Finley will fall, though. The rest of the Mustangs look to get out of there. Ryan all on his own.
Just the scientist.
Great to see a couple of you guys in chat here tonight. As the Mustangs all lined up here as they look to get back.
Freeze! Don't move!
Objective A captured. Escort the payload.
Get into it.
Hello. Payload mobilizing. Cut the pace.
冻住，不许走！
Much better.
Hello there. Hey, the payload stopped.
I continue on this path. Oh, let's break it. Dang! Como esculacha! この先に竜の道が。
Freeze! Don't move!
ازيك؟ We need to move the payload.
Charge with me. Our time is running out.
أهلا. I'm here. Keep fighting. Begin match. Ready for battle.
Mother of the Lord. Wait, now what's up with the sound? Oh, so now the mic works. Welcome to me trying to troubleshoot everything that is wrong with stream currently. Unfortunately, sound is not working, but we've got the mics back. So, Mustangs are going to come in here. Ryan will fall. As we move on to Retro there. Retro able to get a kill. Finley also trying to get one himself. He'll be able to get one on that Sojourn. And the Mustangs will take a great lead here. The great kill streak there. Retro and Finley both combining for one. We're hopefully going to get the audio back here in any second. 3 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock. As not where I need to go. There we go. And we will get the sound back here. And everything is now working, so hopefully that's all good. Welcome back. I apologize for all the electronic difficulties. I'm not sure what the issue is. Looks like Texas A&M going to try to take the long way around. The Mustangs try to get back into things here. Retro all the way up. You get down to knock down to half health. Getting insane amounts of heals from Ryan, who's moved over to the Kiriko now. Recon already looking low. Finley up towards 80% of his ultimate there as Texas tries to take it. They'll take the first third. 2 minutes and 19 seconds left on the clock. Finley getting again up in the Sojourn space, able to grab the Sojourn. He'll grab a health pack on the way down. He'll be in more space, able to get that. Moves into the background, able to grab another support assist there. So move things around. Finley again playing very well this evening. Retro back up in their faces. We've got 4 ultimates ready for the Mustangs. None ready. Well, we've almost got 4 ready for Texas A&M. Finley gonna activate his ultimate. He'll move around the back end, trying to get as many as possible. He'll be taken out though. Retro will use his ultimate. Another ultimate there used by the enemy team. Mustangs being forced off of point. Kitsune comes out. Sundown will be taken out. Retro still kicking. Ultimate comes out from the enemy May. Finley able to make his way across. He's so close on the May. He's able to get the May before he is taken out. But they will be able to grab point here. 3 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock for them to move it just as far as Montco did. And win game 2, start to force the rebound. Something you don't want to see from tonight's matchup.
Come on, Vivian. Get yourself together.
Ryan able to play very well tonight. The rest of the Mustangs playing super well tonight. Retro on that Junker Queen, a comp that we haven't really seen out of the Mustangs. We haven't seen Retro on Tank all that much, even during preseason scrims. As ultimates come out that May wall, gonna block Retro's way. Retro looking low. He'll be able to get a couple of bleeds there, but not a whole ton. As that cart continues to move forward. unencumbered. Finley able to get a kill on the enemy Sojourn, winning that fight of these new DPSs. As Finley able to move in on the other DPS of May. It's 3 Mustangs up in the front of the group here, as Finley just calmly pushes that cart as far back as possible. One ultimate ready, ult advantage going to the Mustangs. Retro again back up and running. Finley not getting in much damage though, and Retro the only one moving up into the front. It's how this strategy is supposed to be played. The Mustangs obviously not in the best position with 2 minutes and 4 seconds on the clock. Recon forced to use his ultimate. Sundown able to grab one. Finley in on the back line. He's up towards 91% of the way towards his ultimate. The rest of the Mustangs. Finley needs to make a move right now, but unfortunately goes for the health pack instead. The Mustangs will fall here on King's Row, down 2-0. Pretty much what this come down to was not able to finish off the team fights the way that they wanted to. Mustangs could have had a little bit more time if they had originally taken out the enemy Sigma on the attack. They're not able to do it, and unfortunately the ability to leave 1 or 2 standing at the end of a team fight from the Mustangs really caused them the win there in game 2, as for some reason my camera is now deciding not to work, which I think is pretty funny. So we're gonna try a manual reset over here, and now all of OBS decides not to work. Let's see if this camera decides to activate again. Apparently my computer has decided that today is the day where nothing will work. So unfortunately there you guys won't be able to see me currently, but obviously the Mustangs not having the night that they want up against the West Texas A&M Buffs. Playing super well nonetheless. Retro in that tank role for the first time this season, so obviously that is an adjustment from playing DPS the last couple of games, but playing very well in the role. As we wait patiently now for things to respond here. Unfortunately, my camera no longer responding, so you guys just get to look at the background here, seeing you guys in chat. We're just waiting here. Mustangs look to start the reverse sweep as we move on to Servasa. This is what is called a flashpoint game mode. So a point will open up. Your objective is to get it. And then another point will open up on the same map. So the Mustangs looking here in order to just start clawing things back. Start a reverse sweep. And West Texas A&M looking to put it away here. Now we just wait patiently for this match to start.
Ready for battle.
Mustangs taking up another Junker Queen comp tonight. Retro back on the Junker Queen. Finley on Tracer. Sundown on Sojourn, Recon on Lucio, and Ryan on the Baptiste. Mustangs again look to take this game back. Here we go. Finley immediately moving all the way up, looking to create some annoyance from this team. West Texas A&M going with a Sigma Sojourn, a Torbjorn, a Lucio, and a Moira. A very nice comp out of them as well. Finley getting in some initial damage. He'll move around to the backside and get things started on the annoying side of Tracer. They're waiting for him though, as Ryan taken out in the backfield. Will move things over to our other DPS of Sundown. Retro unfortunately taken out there. Sundown forced to get out of there as the rest of the team does fall. Sundown the only one left. And Sundown will fall. It won't be considered a full team kill, though. Mustangs on the back foot already to start off this game, up towards 35% as the game is paused. We do not have a reason for why it might be paused. As we wait for things to get unpaused here. As we look to get for things over here, yes, I do believe Gilbert is correct. OBS hates me right now. I'm not sure what the issue is. My camera is broken currently. And we've got things back here, back started again. Not the only one having technical difficulties tonight, so that's something, at least. Here we go, moving over on to Recon on that Lucio. Played very well so far in tonight's game. Mustangs look to pull out a win here. So I believe they were able to do a win in week 1. Sundown able to take down that turret. The Mustangs use the opportunity to move in. Retro moves his way over to point. Finley and Retro will both fall here. Sundown looking to get any damage he can. Sundown will fall. Recon and Ryan, I believe, are left. I say that as Ryan falls. And at 99%, they'll grab that first point from the Mustangs.
Lost.
Why seek answers when we do not know the question? Hello. Barrier initialized. Barrier is splintering.
Fast point unlocking in 10 seconds. The Mustangs look to take it here. Finley able to get one kill already. Ultimate comes out from the enemy Sigma. Finley, where's he going to use his pulse bomb? Finley able to grab one. Ultimate comes out from the enemy Lucio. It does not protect that turret. Mustangs on point as they look to take it for the first time in this match. Finley moving around and able to use his pulse bomb to help get that Sigma. Just the supports left here. Finley able to find one. I lied as Sojourn is there. Finley will get taken out by the enemy turret. Mustangs will take the point
The barrier appeared.
for the first time tonight.
Barrier unsuccessful.
This ends now.
Retro looking a little low. Enemy Sojourn takes out the ultimate there. Finley able to shut them down. Finley going after the Mercy, or the Moira able to find it. Finley will move his way back around, finds the Sigma. Retro will get kill confirmed. Only one left is the enemy Torbjorn. As he gets 3 onto that, they look to stagger. They'll be able to. Mustangs now up towards 60%.
What's up?
Two ultimates ready on the Mustang side of things. They will have the ult advantage. Finley able to charge his quickly. As Finley already in on that enemy Sojourn. Sigma's ultimate will come out from Retro. Not able to get anyone there, but the Mustangs up towards 96, 97 as they force the overtime with the Lucio and the Torbjorn. Retro able to get 1. Sundown able to get 2. Sigma is there. Mustangs able to grab the overtime with the team kill. They'll tie things up here as they look to get the third flashpoint here and take the lead. Finley and Sundown already putting some good DPS into this enemy team. Finley will move his way back after figuring out which route they were going to use. They're going to come straight down mid lane there. Ultimate comes up for the enemy Sigma. Only one caught in that, I believe, is Recon. He'll use his ultimate to get out of things, though. Ultimate comes out from Sundown. What will he be able to do with it? He's able to help get that the character. He's able to move around. He helps with the Torbjorn. He helps with the Sigma. So he moves around to get the rest of the team. Finley way up in their faces right now. 20% for the Mustangs. They look to take the lead for the first time here on Flashpoint. A must-win situation for the Mustangs here.
Actuating the barrier. Barrier is gone.
A lot of good effects being moved. Ultimate comes out from the opposing team. Moira, no ultimates to offset it. One ultimate ready on the Texas A&M side of things. Finley, the closest one on his, but he will fall. Sundown will also fall. Retro looks to be the next. He will fall as well. Ryan trying to save Recon, not able to do it. Mustangs at 73%, as it looks like Texas A&M up towards 35% themselves. Mustangs look to get back on the point and do it quickly. Next team to win here forces out the match point as Finley could try to get good use of his ultimate. Now 3 ultimates ready on either side. Montco comes out. Finley will use his pulse bomb at the cost of his own life. Retro able to grab one, but Retro being shot at from all sides. Sundown looking close himself, 88%. This is do or die for the Mustangs. They look to grab this point. 96-97. And Sundown not able to touch point in time as he gets a double kill. And it's not going to mean much. The next flashpoint has unlocked. His ultimate will come and go. The Mustangs uses all 3 of their ultimates, but to no avail. Their back is against the corner. 2-0 currently, the same as the game stat. They want to keep themselves alive in this match. They need to win the next 2 flashpoints and win the game. It's not going to be the easiest thing in the world, but the Mustangs are, as always, up for the challenge. Ultimate comes out immediately from the enemy Sigma. The Mustangs make their way to point. Sundown able to grab the enemy support there as he looks to get in on the enemy DPS of the Torbjorn. They're going to be able to grab the point first, though, but Sundown able to get a breath of fresh air, able to grab both DPSs. Mustangs only looking for one support, though, will be able to get it. Now up towards 15, 16, 18% for Texas A&M. The Mustangs will grab control of point. They'll move off of point to a better area to defend it from. The Mustangs in a very, very tricky situation here. Again, coming around from the stairs area. They'll take down the turret, which would be good, but that Torbjorn has been effective without his turret before. Retro all the way up, defending the rest of his team. Ultimate comes out from the enemy. Moira, they'll look to use this. Retro does have his ultimate. He will use it. He's able to grab at least one there. He'll get some good help. Sundown played very well on this 4th point so far. Looking to grab the turret. That turret's putting in good damage. Finley and him able to combine to grab it. Sundown able to shut down the enemy tank before that Lucio ultimate coming out into play. But again, they're able to use that Lucio ultimate. We're going to get a couple of kills on their own. Mustangs now at 99%. They force the overtime, and they will grab this 4th point. We're going to a 5th point in Game 3. This is it for all the marbles. Mustangs looking to keep into it as Texas A&M looks to put them away here tonight. Give Mustangs their first loss in the NACE League this season. And it looks like Texas A&M going to be the second one to point here, as Montco will put themselves onto here. Sundown really found his groove on that 4th point. Will he be able to keep it for the 5th one? Retro moved up into their faces. Finley around the backside on the enemy Torbjorn. He'll be able to get out of there. Retro able to grab the first kill of this flashpoint as the Mustangs are able to take the early hit. And taking down that Sigma means a lot as the rest of the team will pull off. Sundown will grab the turret. Finley up in their faces. We move things over to Ryan here on the support. His second varsity game for the Mustangs, him and Sundown. Both on that JV team last semester, proving pivotal in tonight's matchup. Ultimate comes out from the enemy Sojourn and our own Sojourn. Enemy Sojourn gets 2. Mustangs up at 50%. Who's still alive? Finley is still there, as well as Recon. Recon will fall. Finley will get out of there. Still try to get in some good damage on that Moira. Moira will move away. Mustangs have 1 ultimate, as Texas A&M have 3. They'll gain the ult advantage here. Mustangs up at 55%. Texas A&M just cresting 35% right now. Mustangs get into this engagement. They're going to look to take it here and hold it for the rest of this game. Very pivotal game 3. So they look to start a reverse sweep here. Enemy Sigma ult does come out. Mustangs force them off of point. Retro will use his ultimate as he's only able to grab the enemy Sigma. Recon will fall, the first of the Mustangs too. Montco around, they trade there. Ryan able to grab 2 as he's able to really get Retro's healing there. Retro looking low. Ultimate comes out. 99%. It forces the overtime, but the Mustangs will grab point and really backed up into a corner now. The Mustangs look to hold it on here. 65%. I think we got 1 or 2 major team fights left in this game. Mustangs now at 90%. As Finley taken down. Finley will be taken down. Do the Mustangs grab this point? The Mustangs grab it! The Mustangs! No one's able to touch point. The Mustangs grab this point. They keep their hopes alive as they start to claw their way back, play the game there. The enemy Sojourn played so beautifully. The real MVP of this matchup, of this game 3, I believe it goes to Sundown. Played beautifully, hit those key shots. Him and Retro, incredible tonight. Finley, just enough of an annoyance there, as he typically is, in order to just dominate the matchup. For you guys just joining us, unfortunately, my camera is not working right now, which is just fantastic. I'm looking to get it to work, as it is a part of OBS that is unenjoyable right now. As we wait for that, obviously, things will get started here in just a second. We're moving on to a 4th map. Looks like they've made another substitution. They were subbing out players for Game 3. They're going to sub back in, I believe, their original squad for Game 4. As we just wait now patiently. As nothing is working for me today, as my headphones just died and then came back to life, which is great. But unfortunately, no more camera from me tonight. I do not know what the issue is. I gotta figure that out. But we're just getting straight back into things. On to a push map on Esperanza. This is, I believe it's called a robot push map. In this map, it's fairly self-explanatory from what I just said. There's going to be a robot in the middle. The teams look to push it. If you push far enough, you'll grab an advanced spawn. And you could force the end of the game early if you push all the way to the initial spawn of your opponents. So looking around here, here's our robot. And the robot will come down this way. It's mirrored on the other side. This is where the advanced spawns will be. So if you're able to get the advanced spawns, you'll spawn a little bit closer, as the name entails. You'll bring the robot up here, and this is where the enemy team will be spawning from. If you're able to get it to this platform, you end the match early. If not, there's a 10-minute time limit with a warning at 2 minutes. And the Mustangs here sticking with the Sigma comp. It worked for them on that Flashpoint map. The Winston comp coming out of Texas A&M. West Texas A&M. Texas A&M already looking to move over onto the back line there. They're able to get recon, but the rest of the Mustangs up with the cart, so they're able to grab it there. MOPO comes out early into the fight. Winston able to get one before he is taken out. Retro able to get revenge almost immediately there. Or Finley able to get the revenge. Finley will be taken out. Sundown. Finley will be taken out by the enemy Genji. Recon will grab one before being taken out by the enemy Tracer. Cart will be grabbed for the first time tonight by Texas A&M.
The enemy's pushing.
So it looks like another pause there from the Mustangs. Again, working with issues here tonight as campus is closed. So the Mustangs had special permission granted to play from home here tonight. As now we just wait patiently. So it looks like a mouse disconnection from the Mustangs side of things is what caused this pause. Still waiting here for the Mustangs to be ready. So it looks like you do have the readies, and here we go. The Mustangs will lose the lead there.
No! Enemy is taking the lead.
As Finley moves himself up. In the face there. Finley able to win the Tracer battle. The enemy Winston moves over to him. Finley and Retro able to combine for that. The Mustangs look to move things back up into some winning territory here. Pulse Bomb comes up, and Finley not able to get it, but the Mustangs will take back the lead with 7:35 left on the clock.
We're on the move.
Mustangs will move back around here. Ultimate comes out from our own Lucio, able to grab it there. Recon playing pretty well as he looks to go in on the enemy Winston. Sundown uses his ultimate. Retro able to grab one. Ryan will be taken out. Sundown will be taken out. Retro again looking to push that barricade as far forward as possible. He'll be taken. Finley looking to grab the Ana, won't be able to do it. Mustang's a little separated as of right now, but able to build out a little bit further of a lead. But Texas A&M, they can get a good push out of this. We'll grab the advanced spawn. We got 6:32 left.
They're pushing ahead. Take them out.
Mustangs looking to keep this gap open here and take back that robot. They're going to be beset on by all sides. Retro able to grab one.
Not so fast.
Sundown able to move out of there. This dive comp. This anti-dive comp out of the Mustangs here has played very well. Winston a little bit there in the front field. He's able to get a pick on Recon. Mustangs here looking to keep it at bay, or at least at the bar there. Ryan able to grab a kill there on the enemy Winston. Healing up Finley a little bit as he goes back into battle. Mustangs again look to keep themselves on top here. And the Mustangs will grab the advanced spawn here, up by about 15-ish meters. They look to be up by more. They got to wait for the cart for a couple of seconds, and the cart will get right back to pushing. Mustangs now up by 20 meters. They mean a lot in the end game here. 4:41 left on the clock as they look to take things even that much further and force a game 5. Winston coming around. Ryan will fall. Sundown able to grab one. Sundown will fall. Recon will stay on cart for as long as humanly possible, giving the rest of his teammates a chance to respawn. Finley looking a little close as well. He's got his pulse bomb. He'll be able to grab the enemy Winston. Finley keeping himself on point, but was that really the right time to hit a pulse bomb is the question that I'm asking here. Finley was the last one standing, and that extra time does prove pivotal for the Mustangs to get back. But pulse bomb proving to work a little bit more than I thought it would. They're able to get that pick on the enemy Genji. Retro able to grab one. Recon able to grab one. They'll push back the enemy team. Retro choosing to use his ultimate right now. Force the rest of the team out. Able to grab one. But Winston does get a kill of his own. Mustangs will push that cart forward just a little bit. Is on point currently Ryan. Looking to get some great healing from a distance there. He'll move things up. Again, Winston moves in on him, but he'll get stopped in his tracks. Mustangs really playing counter dive beautifully here right now. We got 2 ultimates ready for the Mustangs, 3 for Texas A&M, giving them the ult advantage here tonight. Currently. to move around Mustangs in that final stretch. Ultimate comes out, only able to get the ammo field. Finley able to take down the enemy Tracer. Mustangs will move this thing forward. Ultimate comes out from the enemy, some of the enemy team members. Our own Baptiste Ultimate comes out from Recon. That's able to help Retro stay alive specifically there. Definitely the rest of the team needed that extra healing. 2-minute warning now. Finley able to get 2 with the pulse bomb. So look to move things forward. Enemy Genji is all that stands there. The Mustangs will grab the cart and they'll push it forward as far as humanly possible. They're going to try to force this game to end early here. Texas A&M have lost their footing. Mustangs running at 55 miles an hour, faster than most Olympic sprinters here, away from the competition. Sundown gets one, Retro gets one. Very hard to grab things away here. You're in the enemy spawn. But with those two, will the Mustangs be able to grab it? 2-1. Even with the enemy Doomfist up, there's a Moira in their face, gets taken out. I don't think there's much distance to track here as the Reaper is there. 1 down, 2 down. Mustangs force this game ended early. The Mustangs, they've got the reins right now. They're able to force a Game 5 situation here after going down 2-0. Mustangs look to take it here after all the difficulties we've had tonight. Luckily, most of it happened before the best Overwatch that we've been able to watch here tonight. Game 5 coming at you fairly soon here. Move back over to me. I say me, it's just a blank screen with me talking behind it, unfortunately. Just an incredible night for Overwatch, and stay tuned because after this last game, win or lose, as I should adjust the home score to 2, win or lose here tonight, we will have one Mustang on stream with us tonight to go over the performance in this game. An incredible work of art from the Mustangs, keeping it fairly close for the first 3 or 4 minutes of that game, but for the last 5 to 6 minutes, able to end things early, about a minute and a half early. Able to take a really decisive victory. We move on to my favorite map in the game, Circuit Royale, dedicated to the famous streets of Montco. Gives me an opportunity to talk about my favorite sport of all time. It makes me able to be it lets me talk about Formula 1. Not much to talk about here today. Ferrari unveiled their car, their incredible looking car. Today, didn't really stray much from what it is. It's a Ferrari. It's that beautiful red that we all know and love. But just a beautiful car. We've got 7 cars completely unveiled. We already know what the Red Bull looks like. Some spy shots taken today. But it's no surprise that it looks the exact same that it has every year. And Aston Martin already unveiled their car. We still got 2 more car launches to see. We've got, who do we have left? We've got Mercedes, and we've got one other team. But none of that matters as we make our way over to the streets modeled after the Monegasque Montco. Funny enough, one driver on the Formula 1 grid is from Monaco, the Monegasque Charles Leclerc. Though most of the drivers live in Monaco, Charles is the only one to be born and raised in the beautiful Riviera town. You look out and see the track right there, cars going around, and the absolutely beautiful harbor. Things look to be modeled as closely as they can after the famous streets that I know and love way too much. Mustangs on the defensive end here again. If it ain't broke, don't fix it all that much. Finley has switched up a little bit. Sorry, I'm wrong. Finley moves over to the Torbjorn, a weird pick, but one that I enjoy very much. Retro on that Sigma still. Finley on the Torbjorn, as I just said. Sundown on the Sojourn. Recon on that Zenyatta. And Ryan on the Lucio. On the Baptiste. Why did I say Lucio? I was thinking to move things forward. Retro already doing a fairly good job of damage control for the rest of his team. We got a Widow able to already pick off the enemy Sundown. Mustangs already a little bit on the back foot here. They move back to the corner. Finley in on that Torbjorn. He'll set up his turret for the second time here. They move in on the enemy Sigma. He's looking a little low, but they're not able to finish him off. Finley will be taken out there. No switches so far from either team. The Mustangs continuously pushed back. Retro does fall. Ryan looking close. Ryan will also fall. Ryan will make his way back.
Stop the pain.
Return to me. Barrier cannot withstand much more.
Retro falls to a little bit of health there. As he looks to keep himself alive. He will not be able to stay alive. Finley on that Widow, though. He looks to get some kills. A couple of missed shots there. As they move things up, they look to take the second point with a ton of time left on the clock.
You must like having me around.
About halfway to that second point already. 4 minutes and 32 seconds left on the clock. Mustangs need to put a stop to them here and now.
Let them out. What is that melody?
Retro will use his ultimate. Will he be able to get the enemy Sigma? He will.
This ends now.
Barrier is nearly spent.
Mustangs able to push them back for the first time in this game.
Destroying the barrier.
Finley does have his ultimate available to him.
Imminent.
Let's give some wall hacks.
Barrier is gone.
Finley looks to get a couple of cheeky picks there.
No one can hide from my sight.
Finley will get a couple of good shots off. Finley able to take that Widow down. Retro able to grab one.
You must like having me around.
3:07 left. The Mustangs want to try to keep it here. Finley taking those pixel perfect angles.
The enemy team is pushing the payload.
Disrupting.
That team moving up the ramp. Finley looks for another shot, not able to get it. He'll be brought up. Ultimate comes out from Recon on that Zenyatta.
This ends now.
They're able to combine to get down that tank. That Sigma taken out. Looking for a third right now. Able to grab that third. Finley on his way back from death. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left on the clock. Mustangs get back into another team fight. 1 minute and 50 seconds left on the clock. Finley will get killed there by the Zenyatta. Ultimate comes out, but unfortunately will be taken out there. So move on to the wrong team. Two Mustangs taken out. Looking like a third will be, or fourth will be taken out. Finley was taken out in the beginning of that fight. Mustangs are going to want to stop things here and now. And they will grab the cart. 3 minutes now to get to that last checkpoint. Mustangs want to try to force it so that there won't be an overtime. Obviously, Texas A&M have other plans. They want to put out a statement here and defend it well.
Actuating the barrier. The barrier has fallen.
Big projectile movements there. As Finley will get hit by the enemy. Retro will also fall there. Mustangs forced to pull back just a little bit. Enemy Sigma will get all healed up. Ultimate comes out from Finley there. We got 3 ultimates from the Texas A&M team, but 3 of them fall. Ultimate comes out from the enemy Sigma. He's able to grab Retro. Retro will fall. Finley trying desperately to defend that cart. And the last things that stands between them. Radiant on cart. Ryan there as well. Recon uses his ultimate. He will get taken out. Retro will get there on ball. Recon able to get one. Retro just moving around as much as he can on cart. Sundown. He'll use his ultimate. He gets onto cart. Not able to get any there. Finley will also get taken out. And with 1 minute and 4 seconds left on the clock, the Mustangs need to get an all-out victory here. Get all 3 points.
3. Switching sides. Initiating match.
The Mustangs. This is it. We're tied 2-2. Mustangs have done really well with their backs up against the wall tonight. They need to force an overtime here.
But to be left alone.
It's the only thing between them and an all-out loss here tonight. They look to get things started.
Helping those in need is its own reward.
Hi there. Welcome to Club Dominator.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Escort
Mustangs will start to move things forward almost immediately here.
Now to monitor progress. Barrier initialized.
Get immediately moving things forward here.
Barrier unsuccessful.
Retro trying to move things forward here initially off the rip. Finley's moved over to Sojourn. Sundown on that Hanzo, but he will unfortunately fall there. That Widow looks a little low, but she'll get some healing from her supports. Waiting for Sundown to get back here. He'll make his way back. Recon will unfortunately fall to the sniper there. Mustangs need all the time on the clock that they can get.
The barrier appears.
Recon and Finley make their way up. Finley looking for a couple of picks. He'll grab one. So will Sundown. Finley will grab another pick. Mustangs move things forward. 2 minutes and 18 seconds left. Not moving as dominantly fast as the Texas A&M team, but fast enough. Finley will grab another pick. And he'll move things up almost immediately here. And the enemy sniper will grab Finley. Mustangs look to grab the cart there. It will get stopped just before. Ultimate comes out from the enemy Sigma. He'll grab Retro. Retro will be taken out by it. Storm Arrow ready. Will Sundown use it? He will not. Mustangs not moving as quickly here off the rip, but about 5 meters from that final checkpoint. Finley able to get a pick there though, and he'll activate his ultimate. He'll grab a second, looking for more. That ammo comes out just in time though. Finley will get up into the face of the enemy supports. It won't do him much good though. Mustangs will grab the checkpoint though. Able to bring down the enemy as they are able to stall out the rest of that team as they move up through the hairpin turn. Very famous turn in Montco. One of, if not the slowest turns on the Formula One calendar. 3 minutes and 8 seconds for Mustangs to move things forward here. Again, making some good progress here. Move up with Finley. Ultimate comes out from the enemy Sigma. And our own Sigma. Finley able to get the kill out of the air. Finley able to grab 2. Finley able to grab 3. Oh my god, and that Battle Mercy coming out. A team kill for the Mustangs. They will get it just close. The Mustangs picking up their fallen Retro. Is able to start off this team fight with a bang. Doesn't look like there's going to be much opposition there. Finley able to get a nice little pick. Mustangs will reach the checkpoint 3 minutes and 50 seconds. They're able to make it to that second checkpoint much faster than the first. They'll look to take advantage of the time difference now. Move things forward at a decent pace. Mustangs taking that far front position. We move on to Retro. Ult advantage going the Mustangs' way. They've got almost 3 ready. Only 1 ready on the side there. Finley will get killed, but instantly revived. Mustangs are probably going to look to use a couple of ultimates here. Sorry, I was wrong. The Mustangs without the ult advantage. Forgot what side people were on. Only ultimate there, Ryan's. Ultimate comes out from Ryan. Ultimate comes out again from the enemy Sojourn. Finley looking to take advantage of the ultimate there. Sundown will be taken out, but revived immediately by Recon. Finley does have his ultimate ready. He had a great one last time. So probably look to be using it again. Helped out there by Recon on that Mercy pocket. Finley will move all the way around. 2 minutes, 25 seconds left on the clock.
This ends now.
Finley will be able to grab 1. Enemy ult, or our own Sigma ultimate comes out of it. Finley able to grab 1 pick as he moves in. Enemy Sigma looking to use his ultimate. Finley's got both the supports trapped in a room though. No one comes for their backup there. Finley and Sundown both got to kill themselves. Almost a team kill there. Finley moves up into the Widow's face. Mustangs look to take it here and force the overtime with 1 minute and 48 left on the clock currently. It's a hard time to solve. They bring out the Doomfist yet again, 0.44 meters. And Mustangs grab it as the Doomfist again goes off a point. With 1:40 left on the clock, it gives the Mustangs an advantage going into the overtime. Now, how overtime works, you get the amount of time that you have, and that is it. To push the cart as far forward as humanly possible. I do not know who will be on attack or defense first, but it all comes down to this. The first point was incredible for Texas A&M. The Mustangs unable to shut them down on the first point, but able to on the second point. But the Mustangs had a run for their money on that first point. They need to turn things around here when they're on the offensive end to do everything that they can. It looks like Texas A&M are going to be on the offensive end first. The Mustangs, again, going to stick with the Sigma comp. Keep Finley in as the Sojourn. Sundown in as the Hanzo. Recon will stay on the Mercy, who got a huge projectile buff there. And Ryan on the Baptiste. These guys are playing beautifully here tonight.
Doctor, are we still meeting for lunch after the seminar today?
Sebring, that was years and years ago. But we had a lovely talk.
Oh, I remember now. Birds, wasn't it? Birds and music.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers.
Here we go. The Mustangs have all to play for here. They have a time advantage, but this is all the time that you've got. 57 seconds now on the clock. And coming out of the gate strong already, Texas A&M, as they look to bring things forward. But the Mustangs, again, taking that aggressive stance to get back and forth from the two snipers in this match, Hanzo and the Widowmaker. Storm Arrow's not using the way that they want. Retro is taken out by the enemy Sigma. They'll use that opportunity to move things forward. 30 seconds now on the clock. Mustangs looking for any gap that they can, but they're just taking the off corners. Very, very close there to a kill. Not able to get it, though. 10 seconds remain. Mustangs just need one team fight in order to go their way here. We hit overtime. Retro unable to, he will fall there. Sundown looking close. Sundown will fall as well. Finley will fall back. That cart will start to be moved again. The Mustangs do have a little bit more time to move it, but they need to end this thing now. That overtime timer will go down as time goes on. All they need is one good team kill here. Ultimate comes out from the enemy Sigma. Is he going to be able to get anybody here? No, he will not. Ultimates come out. Enemy Sigma is taken down. Sundown able to grab one. Retro able to grab one. The stall ultimate comes out from the enemy Zenyatta, but they're able to go off a cart. Round 3 is complete. It legitimately all comes down to this. This win for the Mustangs, it's all in their hands. They need to move it a very far distance, over halfway through the entirety of the point. So we will definitely see what happens. Let's see what comp they're going to go with right now. Mustangs. Whoo-wee. 1 minute and 40 seconds is all they have to push that cart forward. If they lose that first team fight, they've still got some time left in their pocket. But they're going to go with that comp. It's been working for them. All that stands between the Mustangs and the win tonight. I wish we could have a look inside their facility, but obviously, them playing from home, we don't have access to those cameras.
Five, four, three,
here we go. It all comes down to this. A minute and 40 seconds on the clock as the Mustangs push themselves forward.
Now to monitor its progress.
The conflict has found us
Actuating the barrier.
and has opened the path.
Barrier is splintering.
And a Symmetra play there. Sundown on the Symmetra as they move things forward. Finley will be taken out but immediately be revived as they go in on the enemy tank there. Mustangs full force forwards as they're able to grab some great damage and some great use there. Finley immediately up in their faces on that Sojourn. I didn't even see that switch out of the Mustangs. With 60 seconds left on the clock, they've moved it forward a fair bit to start things off, but they need to create even more room here. Finley will be taken out yet again. He will be revived yet again from the enemy recon, from our own recon. I don't know why I said the enemy. But again, that Widowmaker is doing an excellent job here tonight. 31 seconds left on it. Can the Mustangs keep this up? Ryan and Recon will both be taken down. Retro looking low himself.
Barrier cannot withstand much more.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
6 seconds left. The Mustangs need a touch here. 4, 3, 2, 1. The Mustangs able to touch the cart, and that's it. They need to have at least one Mustang touching cart at all times. Finley immediately with a pick on the enemy Sojourn. Sundown gets one. Finley gets 3. We start to move things forward here. The Mustangs are going to look to stagger as much as possible. A team kill for the Mustangs. Only 2 ultimates ready, 3 in the entire game, but the Mustangs close to 2 more. They're going to look to take things as far forward as possible. No extra time is given. The Mustangs have a far way to push. They'll get it to the point. They'll have to stop on point for a minute there. Ultimate comes out, and it's going to take him far enough off cart. What is that? Unfortunately, it takes him off of cart, and that is going to be it. The Mustangs losing Game 5. West Texas A&M. An incredible, incredible match. It's not going to go the Mustangs' way at the end, though, as they will take a 3-2 loss. This second week in NACE, their first loss in this league. What an excellent game from the Mustangs here. That is not it. We still have an interview coming, but a great, great performance there from the Mustangs. Just unfortunately not the outcome that you want to see. As we now as the Mustangs now, unfortunate loss for them, but this is probably not going to be it. We will see. I'm going to go see if we do have a I will see if we do have an interview lined up. If we do, I'll be back to talk about that. If not, we will end the broadcast there. But again, stick with us. Interview hopefully coming at us very soon. Now, okay, there it is. Okay, and welcome back. An unfortunate loss again. Montco falling 3-2 in that game 5. I am joined by one of our tank. Wasn't on DPS tonight, but on tank Retro. Retro, how did it feel to be back in that tank position starting on tonight's match?
Well, to be honest, I thought that I was going to be playing DPS today. So before, if anyone knows, we had a new patch. The entire game changed today. Well, I wouldn't say the entire game changed, but a lot of different techniques, I guess, had to be played in today going forward because of health buffs and damage buffs. And so I played a couple comp games playing DPS, and I'm like, okay, I'm ready to play on DPS for the night. And then Finland was like, hey, you're a tank. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine. I mean, I felt comfortable with tank. It didn't feel abnormal at all. I honestly feel more comfortable with tank. I think Finley likes the idea of tank more, or me on tank more, just because. And I think we're gonna try and stick with that. He is very wishy-washy right now with his decision,
see.
but it was a very, very interesting time.
Yeah, I mean, interesting is the only way that I could describe this matchup tonight. Obviously, I feel like there's a lot to talk about with that last game on Circuit Royale, but I want to get back to where it all began. Game 3, Servasa. You guys are down by 2. Obviously, it's match point, and then you get onto Servasa, and it's a very hard-fought victory there. So what was the strategy going into Servasa, and then what was it like at the end of the game where you guys pick up that first win and go, all right, let's bring this thing back. We got the momentum.
So, I was kind of fumbling, honestly, at the beginning on tank because I was still trying to like grab the reins. I was like uncertain of what to do. All of a sudden, I felt that I was destroying him, the enemy tank on Sig. Like I was getting in his head almost. So I was saying, hey, Finley, tank is working, Sig is working. I gotta play Sig. I played it. It started rolling for us. So after the first win on Servasa, we go crazy. Like I wish you could hear the voice comms.
I wish I could too.
It's comeback season. This is unfortunately wasn't, but it's comeback
so
season. We're gonna
close,
try and
though.
bring this back. It was, and I know the mistake at the end there of what we did, and we just got to work on that as well.
Listen, I didn't even realize that it would take. So, for those of you wondering what Retro is doing in reference to, at the end of that game 5, you have to keep yourself on cart when the overtime begins. And what happened there was just that the Sigma ult was activated and it took Ryan off of cart. But
Sig 9.
I didn't think that it could take you far enough out of the cart's range when the Sigma ult activated. It did. And because of how much time had passed in overtime, that meter at the top just went away in a second, and no one was able to touch cart again. I thought it was a smart strategy at first, and then I realized that the overtime meter was going down, and then, obviously a very difficult loss for you guys today, but a lot of good to take away from it. Obviously, what it looked like to me was some great adaptation starting on Servasa, and then what was after that? A very dominant victory on Coliseum. Is that Coliseum, right?
No, it wasn't. What was the push map?
Trying to remember what the push map was, but
What was it? Esperanza.
It was Esperanza. So how did that feel coming from, you guys lost the first 2 on 2 maps that you guys enjoy playing and play very well, Lijiang Tower and King's Row. You get a good, hard-fought victory on Servasa and then dominate the competition going into Esperanza. What was the mood going into Circuit
Royale?
Circuit Royale.
So it was literally Circuit Royale is probably the Sig map, if anything. Sigma is like the staple almost of Circuit Royale. When you think Circuit Royale, Sig is like the play. So it was almost like, okay, who is the better Sig almost? Like that decides a lot in the matchup, but it's also who is the better poke comp. And Circuit Royale is one of the fan favorites of the Overwatch 2 maps, and I think that like we thought that we would go into it. I know you enjoyed as well. I think that's your favorite map, if I'm not mistaken.
It is.
But yeah, there's a lot of things to be taken, especially like that is I will take full responsibility for that loss, actually, as I should be playing not on cart because I would have been lifted up as well, but
Yeah.
near cart. But we all learn the most important thing is, and I think this is why we're doing our interviews even during losses, is that we need to learn that losses aren't exactly losses, but they're games to learn from to turn into wins.
Yeah. Listen, it's not a loss. It's a learning opportunity. And I think you guys have learned very well tonight, especially about overtime stuff. But I think there's a lot of great takeaways, even in, going back to those first two games that you guys dropped on Kings Row and Lijiang Tower. Things were close. I mean, unfortunately, I missed map 1 because of the issues that I was having. One of the many issues I've had tonight with stream. But obviously, you guys were having some strong pressure. So, was there a true tone shift on Esperanza, or was it that you guys knew that you were close to your winning ways tonight?
We felt like after we won Flashpoint that we almost like took away, like we swept the rug under their feet. Like we put them and like on the ropes. We made them just back up and wait a second. This team just took a map from us. And that's when we knew that we had the mental advantage and we just had to like take it and just push as hard as we can with it. Almost like we're up. We were up against the ropes. We got to push back. We got like, this is our final fight. We're going to use this map. We won 4th map. And unfortunately, if we didn't make that silly mistake of C9ing, that could have been it. Honestly, we could have won map 5, but it's the silly mistakes that it's like, that shouldn't have happened. We learned from it. We're never going to make that again. We're not going to look like fools next time. So,
but no fool here tonight. Again, an incredible match. Any last second words that you want to say to stream? Any shout outs you want to give? Had a great turnout here tonight.
Well, I want to, you want to come over here? Just say hi. So I just want to point out, Matt is actually here with me in the same room as me, using my brother's PC because his PC bottlenecked and is not working at home. And the notices are closed, so he had to use my brother's PC. So shout out to my brother, honestly.
Honestly, I was not expecting that at all.
The MVP of tonight's match goes out to my brother, but obviously I want to thank my family, my friends, obviously, and honestly, anyone that I've talked to this semester that is here right now. I've talked to classmates who I'm working with the case study with. I talking to a professor that is honestly enjoying watching your streams and seeing you being the best streamer. Gotta be there. And obviously, any other people that are watching here, honestly, if you're just a random, thank you. Thank you for just tuning into the stream and supporting us.
Yeah, honestly, thank you guys from the bottom of our hearts for watching tonight and watching every other night. Tomorrow won't be Overwatch Varsity, will be Overwatch JV for the last preseason match. I believe that's the last time we will, unless something wonky happens with the seasons, I believe it will be the last Overwatch JV match that we will stream here on the channel. So please come out and support them. They've played excellently these past couple of weeks, and they absolutely love the support. That is going to do it for tonight's stream, though. Again, I am Corrupted. Have yourselves a wonderful evening.